Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another very important topic where we will learn how we can perform update operation on tuple using update method. Okay, so prior to this session, we have already discussed about other data types like how to update string, number, array, object, right? So this session is in the continuation of the same where we are going to talk about updation of tuple. Now to update the tuple, what we will do, we will use the update method because we are going to create the signal, and then on that signal we are going to use the update method. Okay, so these are the all things that we are going to discuss in this particular session. But before we proceed further, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. Okay, so if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use update method for tuple. Okay, so let's get started. So firstly we will go to app.component.ts file. This is the file. Let me remove it for now. Okay, so now we will write everything from scratch. So first thing is creating a tuple. So we will create a tuple. Okay, so let me put comment also, creating the tuple. So now we are going to create a tuple. To create the tuple, you just need to write the name of the tuple. So let's say I want to create a tuple with name fruit. Then we will use here signal. Now once you write here signal and hit enter, it will automatically import this signal here. In case if it is not imported, make sure to add it here, because without this you won't be able to create the signal. Okay, so this is most important thing. Okay, so we have added this signal. Now we will define the tuple. So to define the tuple, use angular bracket, and for tuple we will use square brackets. Okay, so here we will define the type. Let's say I want to define it as number and string. So what I will do, I will write here or maybe string or number. So we will write here string. It is up to you how you want to define. So string comma number. Okay, so that means this tuple can hold string as well as number, one as string, one as number. Now we will assign the value. So we will simply write here tuple value first as apple, second value as 20. Okay, now you can simply save it. So what we did so far, we just created one tuple with a name fruits. Let's make it as fruits. Okay, and it holds two value, apple and number, apple and 20. Okay, now what we will do, we will firstly print it without any operation. So let's go to app.component.html. Here we will define the paragraph. In paragraph we will write this is the value of fruits tuple. Okay, now colon, and then we will put the curly braces. So inside this curly braces we will write fruits opening closing parenthesis. Now you can save it. Okay, so everything is ready. We created one tuple and we have printed it. Now it's time to run the application. So to run the application, we will run this on terminal and write ng serve -open enter. So once you press enter, it will take few seconds and open this application for you. So now you can see it is printing the exact value, which is apple and 20. Okay, so this was the first requirement to perform any demo. Now we want to perform update operation on it. So let's understand the requirement carefully. So suppose instead of apple I want to put some other name. Okay, and I don't want to rewrite or redefine the thing, I want to update it. So to update only a specific value, what you can do, you can simply use update method. So let's go to app.component.ts. Here we will put another comment. So firstly we will create one constructor, because we need one function, and in this function we will define one comment. In comment we will write updating string value. Okay, now to update this string value, what you need to do, you need to write here this .fruits.update. Okay, then parenthesis, inside this one more time parenthesis. Here we will put the variable name, so that we can And don't think like we are getting error, because we are writing it on a live, right? So that's why it is showing for every line it will check again and again, but until unless we have completed it will show the errors. Okay, so here we will write, let's say, variable name as str comma num. Okay, then equal arrow, and here we will simply define the actual tuple which we want to make it now. So here inside this we will write, let's say, any fruit like mango for example. Okay, then comma, and then we will put here num. Clear? And then we will put the semicolon. Let's save it and let's double check the syntax again. So we have put this dot fruits dot update, then here should be double parenthesis. Okay, so we are creating tuple, but we have forget to add the square brackets, so make sure square bracket is there. Okay, so now it is ready. This is just a warning because we are not using this str, and don't get confused, like this is not mandatory like every time you have to put str or number. It is just a variable name. So let's say I want to create it as f name, f for fruit name, and f number. Okay, so I can create it like this. Okay, just need to update it here. Fine, so this is ready. Now what this line did, like it updated the tuple with the name mango, and f number would be the same. So you can see when we refresh the browser, it shows this is the value of fruit tuple mango and 20. But earlier, if you remember, we defined it as apple and 20. Okay, so this is how we can update a specific string value whenever it is needed for a tuple. And these are just basic example. Okay, so don't think like when to use and where to use. Just try to understand the concept, so that later whenever there is any kind of requirement in your project, you will be automatically able to answer all the questions there. Okay, fine. So this is the thing. Now second requirement is, suppose in case if we want to update this number value, so how we can write the logic for it. So for this, what you can do, let me put comment first, updating number value. So for this, what we will do, we will write here this dot fruits dot update, opening closing parenthesis, inside this again opening closing parenthesis, and inside this square brackets. Here we will write in the same way f name comma f number. Then after this parenthesis we will write here arrow symbol. This is simple, right? You just need to put f name here, and in case of number we will write 50. Okay, so what it will do, basically it will keep this name. Okay, so this is my question for you, which value it will take? It will consider apple or it will consider mango? Obviously it will consider mango. Why? Because initially we defined it like apple 20, but later on we didn't remove this line, right? So that means it is running, so it will replace it with mango and 20, and then we are updating it again with 50, so it will become mango and 50. So if you check the browser, you can see mango and 50 is coming here. Okay, so this is the one thing. Now, and sorry, I forgot to put semicolon. These are just warnings. Okay, so don't care about it. All right, now the third thing is how we can update the entire tuple. Yes, there might be some requirement where we are supposed to update the entire tuple. So for that, let me show you. And there is no need to put variable name and all. And for these variable name, you can just use any name, but make sure to use the same here. Okay, otherwise it won't work. So here we will write updating entire tuple, and here we will write this dot fruits dot update, opening closing parenthesis, opening closing parenthesis. No need to put variable, just directly use arrow symbol and define your new tuple. And new tuple, let's say orange as a string. Okay, so orange comma 50, and save it. So what this line will do, it will update. So what would be the output now? Now see, earlier it was apple 20, then it becomes mango 20, then it becomes mango 50, and now the output will come as orange, let's say 100. Okay, so it will become orange 100. So if you check the output, you will see orange 100 has been printed. Clear? So this is how we can perform the update operation on, these are just basic operations for tuple. In case if you need any session for other specific condition, you can put it in comment section so that I can try to build a example for that. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.